Hi guys, this is Nara. I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while, but I'm lazy, I'm a procrastinator, and I've had a lot of things to deal with. So, yeah. But anyway, here goes. I've seen comments on this on Eco Simon's Twitter at some point. He linked an article or blog about someone saying that it was okay to be fat in Japan, especially for foreigners. And someone commented about it being okay for guys to be fat, but not women. And that it was much more difficult for women in this sort of comments. So I wanted to start, making a video back then, but I wasn't sure about making it, maybe, or I just, like I said, got lazy. But yesterday, Molly posted a video about being fat in Japan, and again, it was the male perspective to this issue because, well, he's a guy, of course. So I commented that I had been wanting to do this video for a while, and he said, well, go for it. So yeah, there we go. So as you can see from my big face, I'm actually not a thin girl. I'm 5'6", 168 centimeters high, and I'm over 200 pounds. So I'm not thin. So when I went in Japan in 2010, 2011, it was to study. And let's talk about clothes, because I think that's something big girls who want to go to Japan may have a problem with. If you're in the city, like I lived in Morioka, which isn't like the biggest city at all, but it was decent. We had a mall. So going to the mall, I was able to find decent clothes for my size, except that the only problem is you might be taken aback by this numbers, on the size that you can wear. For me, it was 3XL, which made me feel a little bit self-conscious, but it was really pretty close, and it fit me very well. So that was very good, and I got a lot of compliment on these shoes. I know it is not really affected by being fat or not, but it can be affected by your height. Because I'm tall for Japanese standard, 5'6" is still pretty tall for a woman. When I went shopping for the first time for shoes, people thought that, I wanted to try a pair of shoes that I really liked. They were really pretty. But the person over at the store would not let me try the shoes on because he thought I had big feet. Maybe it was because I'm a foreigner, maybe it was because I'm tall. But anyway, so I ended up not buying the shoes and being disappointed. And then I went to another store downtown, at the mall actually, and figures that my shoe size is regular for Japan. I have small feet for my height, maybe, I don't know. So for me, L shoes works. So if you wear shoes 8 and higher, actually 8 is, I wear between 7.5 and 8 in North American standard, and that is fine in Japan. You will be able to find shoes. If it's bigger than that, larger sizes, the choices might be limited to what shoes you can wear. So if you want to go and like wear 9 or something, you might want to bring some shoes with you, or you can definitely buy it online. The only thing though, with my experience personally, Japanese shoes tend to be a little bit, I have white feet for their standard, so some shoes are fine, but especially cute little high heels, they're gonna be thinner, especially at the end. So this can be an adjustment, or you might just not be able to find, like, maybe you like one pair of shoes and it might not fit you, but the next one is gonna fit. So it's all experimentation, and So going back to being fat in Japan, I've never, how people perceive you, I've never had any bad comments. I've never been insulted for being bigger. I've never had anyone not wanting to sit next to me in the bus or anything because I'm bigger. People were really nice to me. And another thing, I ended up losing a lot of weight. And that maybe, I think it's, the food is a little bit healthier for me personally over there. And I also have a much healthier lifestyle in Japan. I tend to move a lot more, to walk and take the bike. And, you know, while here I'm sitting on a computer. So I lost over 40 pounds, I think, in a few months when I was over there. So that was a really good thing. I didn't have, actually here, on the boy side, if you're interested in that. While I'm here, I don't get looked at. But actually when I was in Japan, I had a date. I had dates. I had guys hitting on me. And I'm not saying that to be like, so like, oh, I'm the best, because I don't think I am. But just to put other girls at ease that it's not the only thing. Like, being bigger isn't gonna stop you from maybe getting a relationship. So just see it that way. The only time ever while I was abroad that someone had a problem with my weight rather, was during the mandatory physical that we had at school. If you go on a year abroad to study and go to a university in Japan, there will be one mandatory physical, and be prepared for the nurse to tell you to lose weight. That is the only time in a full year living abroad that anyone ever said anything, or that I felt really self-conscious about my weight, was because of a nurse telling me to lose weight. And when I said I already lost 40 pounds since I was here a few months ago, like, she just said, good, keep going, keep losing. But that's the only time in 1 year. So if you're a bigger girl, don't feel so concerned about not coming to Japan or not going to Japan, because I'm not there at the moment, just because of your weight. Consider, your other option, but don't let your weight stop you from doing anything. So there you go. That was my video response to Molly's video from being fat in Japan, and other comments from other G-vloggers, messages, and social network altogether. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.